What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. I got a really quick little card discussion for you. I want to talk about this card Blizzard right here. This card came out in Return of the Duelist. It got reprinted in the last Mega Tin. Yeah, it was the last Mega Tin. It's a common, so it isn't like super hard to get. So I don't think it's gonna like shoot up crazy high in price. But something that I've been thinking about this card is I think this would be a pretty decent tech option, especially right now, seeing that there's a lot of decks that like to main deck Dimensional Shifter, and and also to like very much see a lot of people make main decking cards to get rid of the graveyard. Seeing is that Tier Element's going to be the more like I don't want to say it's the better deck because Splight is very much more consistent and it's easier to put up board. So there are times where Splight can very much can just have like an easier time at event. But there is no doubting that Tier Element Danger, especially the Danger variant, is very like powerful. Like it just you're able to get rid of you're able to get rid of stuff out of the hand that you don't need for the you set up your grave. Either way, I see a lot of people maybe making Dimension Shifter like a main deck card, and also other stuff like Dimensional Fissure and Macrocosmo. So seeing as people might kind of go more towards more towards that route, I was thinking that Blizzard over here. So I wanted to read the effect real quick. It's a target one face-up spell your opponent controls. This turn, negate the activated effects of that spell and all spells on the field with that same original name. If the targeted card would be sent to the opponent's graveyard this turn, it is added to their hand instead. You can only activate one Blizzard per turn. So I guess like one of the main things you could use it on is just if they have just some face up field spell or a continuous spell that they're using to constantly get advantage every turn, you could turn it off. But another thing that I guess not like that I first noticed you could do with this card is this is like an answer for like Dark Ruler No More and Forbidden Droplets. You could even throw Lightning Storm and even Triples Tactics Talents in there. Like it it's especially with Dark Ruler No More and Forbidden Droplets, to where if they most of the time they're going to be sending a monster, so it's like you really can't respond with monster effects. With Forbidden Drop, it's a little different because they could always send a spell and they could like preemptively make sure you can't use this card. But more often than not, they're gonna send a monster to try to set up their graveyard. So this card right here, paired with Dimension Shifter or some type or something else to like banish cards in the graveyard, would pretty much become the perfect counter to any uh, removal spell card. That's how I'm gonna word that. So it's like you target one field spell your opponent controls. Like once they activate the spell, it's gonna be face up on the field. So you can target that, and then you negate the activated effects, the spell in this turn. And then if right here, if the targeted card will be sent to the opponent's graveyard this turn, is added back to the hand instead. So usually, originally, I kind of thought that, well, it would be a good like side deck option to stop Dark Lord No More and Forbidden Droplet. You know, like if you're like trying to like push for game that that turn, like if you're just trying to like attack their whole board and they want to try to shut it off, you could use Blizzard to like stop it. But what I realize is that if you're in a game state to where cards are being banished, then this second part is not going to apply. If the targeted card would be sent to the opponent's graveyard this turn, if it would be sent to the graveyard this turn, if you're under a card that banishes instead of sent to the graveyard, then you're going to apply the card to the effect you're basically gonna apply the basically I don't know, like make it all complicated. If you're under D Shifter and you activate Blizzard, the card is still going to be banished. It's not going to go back to their hand because it says right here, if it would be sent to the opponent's graveyard this turn. If cards aren't being sent to the graveyard, then it doesn't meet this second part's condition. So if you are main decking D Shifter or siding D Shifter and you're afraid of Dark Ruler No More, you're afraid of Triples Tactics Talents, you're afraid of Forbidden Droplet, you're afraid of Lightning Storm, or even if you want to protect your back row, maybe you're afraid of Harpy's the Harpy's Feather Duster. This right here could be a very, very good option, because even if you're not under shifter and you're not under macro or something that's banishing cards, it'll still allow you to play around to respond to Dark Ruler no more to keep your board up. If they don't send a spell, you could stop the Forbidden Droplet. You could stop them from blowing your back row of your board if you have Lightning Storm. And you know, like I said, and if you're under those conditions with the banishing, it's just the perfect one card answer to those can't speak right now, doing too much at once here. Those super annoying cards that like you seem that seem like a super sacky, super blowout cards you can't respond to. This right here could be the answer. Even Ultimate Slayer, yeah, Ultimate Slayer says monster effect, so if they hit you with Ultimate Slayer and you're like, crap, there goes my board, no, you hit them with the Blizzard and that would stop it. So that's just a little discussion that I wanted to get. Quick little video here. Thanks for stopping by. Peace out.